All right. Well, today I was thinking about burden. Sometimes Kyle's death feels like a burden. It's something that, it weighs on me. How he died from a drug overdose, a fentanyl overdose. How it weighs on me. And even though I know it's not really a burden, um, it feels like a burden. Like I just can't get away from all this heaviness and um, things that just keep coming at me about Kyle's death and what could I do? What could I have done differently with him? I tried. I really did. You love your kids and you want the very best for them and you try and you try and you try and sometimes I think I overtried with Kyle. Um, Everybody and everything just was always seemed to be coming against him and so I was always trying to make up, for everything that was always coming against him. But this feeling I have is a burden, and I am slowly but surely learning how to take this burden of Kyle's death and how he died and everything that comes with it, taking this burden and handing it over to Jesus. Jesus, he carries our burdens, and he's the only one really that can take all of this, how I feel and how he died and everything, that I have wrapped it up in a little package, and it's nice and neat and it's just real pretty, but it has this big tag on it. It says burden. And I am taking this package and I'm giving it over to him because every day I want to unwrap my package and look inside it and say, yeah, that's my burden. I am still carrying this burden around with me. Everywhere I go, I have this beautiful package with me that just calls to me to open it up and look at it, take it out of the box and just feel it and well, I don't want to feel burden anymore, and I don't want to carry this package with me anymore. I want to be able to just give this over to Jesus and let him take it. It's his anyway. And so I'm slowly but surely learning how to just give it over to him. I know there are going to be days and times when I'm going to say, I want my pretty package, Lord, and I want to look at it, and I want to hold it, and I want to feel it, and I want to smell it, and I want to hold it close because it's familiar. And there are going to be days when he's just going to say, okay, Nancy, I told you I have this package, I have this burden, that you've been carrying. It really is mine. And I'm going to be, but I want it, Lord, and I just want to hold it. So guys are going to have to help me not to ask for it back and to hold it and open up that package and look at it. And I don't want it. I don't want this burden anymore. And so Kyle, you know, I I can't change what he did, and I don't want his death to be a burden on me, so to speak. So moms, you know, you did the very best that you could, and I understand that, and I know there are moms who follow us that are still struggling with their kids, who are still doing drugs and still going out and doing crazy, stupid things, and it's a burden, you know. It's a burden that sits right here, and it just it doesn't leave, and it's a really heavy burden to carry. You don't have to carry it. Give it over to the Lord. Give it over to Jesus. Let him carry that burden for you. Let him take it. Stop unwrapping it and looking at it and holding it close. It just, I think when we do that, that burden of ours, it just gets bigger and bigger and heavier and heavier. And it just, it wants to just knock us down, under the weight. I don't want this burden anymore. I really don't. And we don't have to carry it. Jesus will carry it for us. He will. He is true. He is faithful. He is wonderful. He is awesome. And he's got this. I don't have it. It's too hard for me to carry on my own. I need the Lord to carry it for me. So today, again, I'm going to take my pretty package of all my burdens, my burden of Kyle, of his death and how he died, and the stigma that comes along with losing a child to a drug overdose, just all of it. And I'm going to hand it over to him again, and I'm going to try not to ask for it back or want it back. I'm just going to give it to Jesus. And here you go, Lord. Nancy can't carry this burden anymore. It's getting to be too much for me. It's too heavy, God. I can't do it. And you know what? Jesus is going to take that burden from me. He's going to take it out of my hand. He's going to take it out of my heart. He's going to take it out of my mind. He's going to lift it off my shoulders. And he's just going to carry it for me. And I need him to carry it for me. Moms, you need to let Jesus carry that burden for you. He'll carry it. And just hand it over. Nancy's going to hand it over. And I'm not going to ask for it back. Even though there are going to be days when I want it back. Nancy's going to want that burden back. Because it's, in some ways, it's comforting. But I don't want it no more. It's too much. Okay. So I got to say, give your burdens up to the Lord. Don't let the stigma and that burden of how your child died or how he or she is living right at the moment, with the drugs and being a wild child. That's what Kyle was. He was my wild child. And I just loved him to death. I did. And unfortunately, he was a lot like me. My mother had a wild child. Me! And by George, I am still here. So mamas, don't you give up. God has this. Give him that burden. Let him take it. Let him keep it. It's his anyway. He's just waiting for you to ask for him to come and take it. And he will, because he's faithful. Okay, that's it. Now I gotta go pick up my mother. It's a MM Day. If you all know what I'm talking about, MM Day means Mother Marathon. We take her shopping. She has x-rays and doctors and stuff today. Mother Marathon. Okay. Bye, kids.